The Philadelphia Eagles have locked up the number one seed in the NFC. It was a game, but we won. Dallas fans, do not comment. I beg you. Matter of fact, do comment. I beg you to comment about our game, because y'all was 100% worse, and y'all lost. Dak Prescott looked dead booty juice, but that ain't what we here for. We gonna talk about some things. Nick Sirianni said Jalen Hurts' arm was sore through the game. I bet it was when you had him through 38 times. Let's talk about it, y'all. Yoda! A-G-L-E-S.
Eagles! Eagles!
Say fly, Eagles, fly.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Yo, that man, you know who it is, you know what it is. Your boy Philly Fresh, aka the General here reporting for duty. Listen, if you have not done it, I appreciate you hit that sub button. That's right down there. There it go. Yes, and also it is a bell next to it to let you know when I put up all this flavor, and I put up flavor every damn day almost for free. So all I ask is that you hit the like button for your boy. The more people get to see me, the more people get to see how the algorithm works, the more people get to see me and the merch. And the merch is in the description, man. It is in the description. Y'all been buying up. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Print Champs. Fresh fact is, if you don't know somebody, you don't know what they're capable of doing. If you find yourself in a situation to where as though you have to either trust somebody or you have to see what they're about, you have to see what they're about first. And I say that to say this. David Webb or whatever his name is, I didn't know he can run like how he can run. Now, he avoided, and I don't know if that was their game plan, just saying, hey, they're not going to they're not going to break the record on most sacks against us, so just avoid the rush as much as you can. But he avoided the rush as much as you can. I mean, he did better than Daniel Jones. I think when we played them, we got like 5 sacks against the Giants the first game. I didn't see as much oomph as I would have liked from guys like Fletcher Cox and Hargrave. And, you know, we missing Josh Sweat also. Hopefully he comes back for the playoffs. But I'm going to say this, man. You still got the job done. The fact of the matter is the Philadelphia Eagles are the first seed. And even though it's things I don't like, I kind of understand them, and I'm going to take it with a grain of salt. You come out, I think Jalen Hurts throws the first 10 plays, he throws the ball. And it's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, all right, maybe they're trying to get his arm warmed up, whatever the case may be. But then you run the ball and you get into the end zone. This was a vanilla offense. I get it. I understand it. But to me, you still can't go 1-5 in the red zone. You can't go 1-5 in the red zone. And this is not one of them videos to where I'm going to pick apart everything. We're going to talk about a lot of things. Really not this game. To me, this was kind of a throwaway game. It was a game that should have really never happened because of Gardner Minshew not being able to put his imprint on this season. When we talk about this season, if we win a championship, if we win a Super Bowl, Gardner Minshew would not be mentioned unless it's something bad. So to me, Gardner Minshew did not put his imprint on this season, and for that we had to come out here and have a really vanilla, whatever you want to call it, offense going into this game, because for real, you really got a 60%, 70, I'm going to give you 65, 70% Hurts. Because we know that other 35, 30% is him running. In those red zones, we score at least 2 more touchdowns if they're not trying to save him from himself. telling him not to run, telling him to get down, telling him don't get the extra yards. And I appreciate that. I do. Because we know Jalen Hurts is not 100%. But still, a 65%. And when I say that, I mean that in health and I mean that in ability. Because his ability to be able to run was taken from him. And it's understandable. It's understandable. But to me, even though you call him Manila offense, Nick Sirianni, Shane Steichen, I need you to have some better red zone. I need you to have some better red zone plays to get into the red zone. We got into the red zone four times in the first half, or was it 3? But whatever it was, this game should have been 21-0, 21-0 going into the halftime. You come out, you score again, 27-0. Now you rest your players. Jalen Hurts did not get a single second of rest. Neither did the other guys. And we're going to talk about Miles Sanders. But neither did the other guys because they had to basically fight for everything. And even though I get it, I understood it, but once you understood that the Giants wasn't laying down, they wasn't laying down. You got these guys, and they say all these second players, but I could have swore that wide receiver, that wide receiver that got the touchdown over Slay, which I didn't like, but it wasn't like he was burnt chicken. He was there. It was a good throw and a good catch. That happens to the elite of them. That happened to Deion Sanders. That happens to Reeves. That happens to them guys. But here is what I'm going to say. Just turn up a little bit. Run the ball more. And it's one of their worst attributes when it comes to the New York Giants. You could have ran the ball a little bit more. When we get to the playoffs, I don't need Jalen Hurts throwing 38 times, especially if he's not 100%. I need this run game, especially when Lane Johnson comes back, to be able to produce. But, hey, at the end of the day, locked up the NFC East, locked up the number 1 seed, everything comes through Broad Street. Everything got to come through South Philly. And that's a scary sight with this crowd. We know how they give it up. We know how they give it up. To me, it's looking like, well, we kind of know what it's going to be at the end of the day. Green Bay and Seattle, they're still fighting. Well, Seattle won, but Green Bay is fighting with who they playing? The Lions. So if they win, they in. But right now, the Dallas Cowboys, they're going to have to face Tampa Bay. The 49ers, I can't remember who they facing. I think they faced the winner. They faced the winner of Seattle or Green Bay. That's going to be, if Green Bay wins, that's going to be a heck of a matchup, not going to lie to you. I think Seattle, they roll right over them. And then you got, who else is there? The Vikings against the Giants. And the Giants might got a good shot at the Vikings. We already know Kirk Cousins and all that kind of stuff. But do they really want to do that and then have to come see us? This is not going to be the same team. And you might have confidence because of what happened today. Nah, this ain't the same team. It is some questions that I have. It is some concerns that I have. But at the end of the day, I think we are fine. You have the number 1 seed. You are able to get rest. And the Dallas Cowboys lost. So it's a double happy day to me. Tell me how y'all feel, man. Y'all already know, man. Stay Philly, stay fresh, y'all. Yo, that.
Stay Philly, stay fresh.